This is Dr. Walt with Insights for MCTV. The weather that makes the wine you drink is under intense study by agricultural meteorologists. The tiny climates and fogs, the cool intruding mist and the breezes, and even the patterns of heat and shadow that move across the vines, all are part of the intricate world of microclimates. These are small, distinct weather patterns within a few feet of the ground. Microclimatologists don't forecast for a county or a country, but for different sides of a valley or even different banks of a stream. The acreage of California wine grapes has increased greatly over the last 20 years. Finding the right combination of soil, climate, and vine is critical for producing vintage wines. Besides the obvious weather problems of frost killing the early spring shoots and the fall rains encouraging mildew, distinctly timed combinations of moisture and temperature decides the ripeness of a crop. This is the exact balance of sugars and acids that the harvested grape contains, with the sugars fermenting into alcohol and the acids producing the taste. When the grower decides the crop is ripe, teams of workers harvest the crop in a few days after months or even years of waiting. Without enough heat in the growing season, too little sugar is produced and the wine is thin and weak. Too much sunlight and the grapes ripen before the flavor develops or after the acids have naturally peaked and begun to decline. These tart, somewhat sour wines have a limited appeal. Common sense doesn't always work with wine weather. 3 inches off the ground may be much cooler than a few feet up. The northern Sonoma Valley is considerably warmer than the south. Summertime inversions often keep the fog low so that the ridge tops can be warmer than the valleys. Absence of fog reverses this. While European wine grapes grow with similar requirements, their weather changes over large areas at once. However, growing grapes in the Napa and Sonoma valleys means understanding the breakdown of weather into many tiny individual microclimates. These are an interlocking puzzle of fog and sunshine, moisture and wind. Not forgotten is which weather encourages which insect or discourages which fungus growth. The result is an increasing emphasis on the right vine for the right spot. Even similar plants across a flat road can show a difference. Since years go by between the first planting and the first harvest, doing it right the first time means learning about the weather within a few feet of the ground, the microclimates of the wines that land on your table. That's Dr. Walt with Insights for MCTV.